Meals are a thing you get through because you have to. The taco is a foldy thing with smaller things in it. I know even less about food than about cars, but this emoji that's one list nicest. I'll take mine. Taco. Which sounds like. Here's your burrito. Often wrapped in foil, it tends to look like a very special cigarette or a stripped toilet paper roll. A burrito is filled with the layers of the lithosphere. Openmoji, it's very close between these bottom two. Emojipedia's having a more satisfying length, but LG's getting this on brightness and lack of that shadow bit. Cooking doesn't have to be an egg. Egg! He said egg! But it sure does here. And if it's gonna be that, you gotta save it from being a magnifying glass, which I guess is one alternative way to cook an egg. Egg! SoftBank slits like an Empire biscuit, which is something you would recognize. Early SoftBank included this disgusting fungus and a magical firefly, and Facebook did best. In the food part, they've just chucked anything in. It kinda looks like these things are dying, and I guess it feels that way to them too. Emoji Dats have really overstuffed theirs. The animated one has cotton wool flying around. Samsung have done the best job. The bento contains properly separated foods. Docomo offers a single cherry. It's for people on the single cherry diet. Apple's is for the kind of people who can afford Apple devices. Google's is almost the best, except that liquid broth looks real sloppy to carry around, so Samsung. The salad is green and a kind of explosion. Maybe it's a rocket taking off. This one hit the headlines when Google removed the egg in their design so it looked more like an actual salad made out of salad. And of course people were upset because that excluded people who are incapable of eating things that don't involve animal abuse. But the egg didn't go to waste. They took it out of Google's salad and put it into Joy Pixels'. Facebook thoughtfully included some worms in theirs. These are not great salads, not much variety. I guess Samsung's is the nicest. No, you're a steaming bowl. I think this is meant to be just ramen. HTC just got a bowl of mozzarella. Mozilla's gone for the udon and only got 3 pieces. Thanks to Animated AU for showing the exact experience of trying to eat with chopsticks. Apple's is best. Curry and rice, two very different substances competing for space on a plate. Sometimes the rice has its own mound in the sea of curry. Sometimes it's rice cream. Some have split it 50-50-ish. Openmoji have no idea. LG went for the vertical split, and I'm not sure that's going to stay in the bowl. Then, you'd figure Japanese designers would know more about this meal, but a mound of half solid, half liquid really isn't going to hold. But that's the standard there. I guess it looked more bowl-like and gravity-obeying in the low-res early days, then as it's got more high definition, they've not worried about the bounds of reality at all. This made some sense in 2006. I mean, better than Galarian swine-up. I didn't expect to see so many ways to get this wrong. Facebook did the best. The bowl with spoon is weird when empty and weird when full. And until it splits into 2 different emojis to express cereal and bowl, Emojipedia can have it because theirs is full, but only if you look closely. Ooh, it's here now, the sandwich! A stack of arguably edible things between bread bounds. And it's not interesting, but WhatsApp's is best. This emoji is a work of art. There's bizarre product placement from Facebook because mantia doesn't really mean anything. It kind of means blueberries, which this isn't. That's meant to be a fafafagib, a tomato. Even though it's a stubby can, Google did the best of representing a can without implying any specific contents. Aren't we all just shallow pans? Facebook. The flatbread is a food that eats other foods. This is like the phases of the moon. Facebook. The takeout box. Microsoft have ordered a dragon whose tongue is peeking out. Peeking. Facebook's is the Kaaba, and Emoji Dats is eager to please. Emojipedia, they get it. Interestingly, your mileage may vary, their original design, which preceded everyone else, was much more like all the others, because they copied from the emoji proposal, but I like the way they've developed this. Pies have to be careful to be inclusive of both sweet and savory, and it's Facebook. The tricky thing with chopsticks is getting them to not look like drumsticks, or magic wands, or knitting needles, or those juggling sticks, or snooker cues. But they are just sticks. Emoji decks. The fork and knife that are bigger than the plate. Some of these are so pale that it feels mournful. Apple. Without the plate, they can look like garden tools or the arms of some killer robot. Google cheaped out and got plastic cutlery. Apple. But credit to early AU for their proper cultured table setting. I use the emoji spoon to scrape the bottom of the emoji barrel, and the WhatsApp spoon gets my tick. Okay, thanks. If you liked this video, like it again. Twice.